I think black privilege is the way that y'all judge women if they don't make their man's plate. Cause see, you can't do that shit if you white. What? These white bitches crazy. I talk mad shit. You think I trust that not to poison me? I don't know how. You don't know how much I want of everything. First of all. Second, the I look like sitting around waiting on a woman to take care of me. I'm a grown ass man.
White boys, let me talk to you real quick. You need to realize, okay? More white men need to realize what an absolute GD privilege it is to be with a black woman, all right? First of all, they have many reasons not to give you the time. And if they do, you better fucking latch on tight and hold on forever. Because when I tell you that they will just make your life better in every way, shape, and form, the black wife effect's a real thing.
I feel bad for the black dudes that fall in love with white women, because I'm seeing out here John Cannon get scrutinized for having a white wife, and I feel like I could speak on it because I have a black wife. I fell in love with a black woman. Ain't nobody ever tried to tell me that I can't speak on white women or white people.
I love me some black men. And black women, I don't discriminate. When I am single and dating, I will consider all races, but there's about an 85% chance that I'm going to end up with someone who has melanin. But this is usually the comeback that people want to give me. And joke is on them because I am a single mother, but it's because of a white man. Because of a white man.
Black men are really the white women of the black community. Like, think about it. Black men are protected and infantilized by black women just like white men infantilize and protect white women. We both uphold and conform to patriarchy, even though it's a system that really was never made for us to begin with. And this last one is the most egregious one in my opinion. We both take the credit for things that black women have already done.
If you are a white woman and you are dating, in love with, married to a black man, I want you to listen up. The most dangerous thing in this world are the tears of a white woman. And if you truly love the black man that you are with, you need to know that you need to have his back and protect him at all costs, including protecting him from yourself.
What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Thank you so much for clicking on this episode. I really do appreciate your love and support on this channel. So I just happened to come across this video of a Caucasian man talking on, dating a Caucasian woman, and whatever he said is the opposite of what we all know. You all seeing melanated men being very loud about wanting, not all of them, but some melanated men being very loud about wanting to date Caucasian women for their own reasons. And what makes me angry about this is that when you see most melanated men that are actually dating Caucasian women or trying to give a reason or an excuse as to why they don't want to date melanated women, they end up, coming for black women. And it just makes me feel very sad and angry because you are free to have a choice. You have a choice to date whoever you want without bringing other women down or your race down or the other race down. But, this man came out and he was talking about how that he would not even trust his fiance to make a plate for him. Like, it would be suspicious when his fiance starts being all nice to him. And I was really asking myself, is this why I see Caucasian men being out there very sweet, always making their own plates, always, trying to help with, so many things that I've seen with many interracial couples I've seen out there. I don't know if you're experiencing these or you've seen these. You can also tell us on the comment section. So I gotta ask my Caucasian men, is this the case? Do you not trust people to making your own plate, or you just like taking care of your partners and all that, or not giving them a lot of work? Because for me, I know making a plate for my man or preparing something for my man, it just makes me feel happy and I like doing that. But now this man made me thinking as to why I see so many Caucasian men always, if there is food in the fridge or something, they're gonna prepare it for themselves. And this shows that they don't trust each other. You cannot tell me that you're gonna believe that your fiancé is going to poison you or something, and you have to go and make your own plate like your wife. Like, it does not make sense to me. And you see, we all keep on sitting here thinking that Caucasian people are always like this. But in real sense, when it comes to, being against other people, they're always like this. But when it's between them, they're like this. I don't even get to understand how people keep on telling you should copy from them from the other side, you know. They're always together, but this video made me have a different view of what I've been thinking about the community. So I just want us to watch these videos together, guys. Every clip and every stitch that you'll be seeing on our today's episode, credits belongs to the original creators of these videos that you're seeing on your screens. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, make sure to subscribe. So let's just dive right ahead. And if you are married to a Caucasian man, let me know, do you go and make a plate for your man, or he doesn't like that? Because from today's video, now you maybe start seeing or viewing things differently as to why he doesn't like you preparing a plate for him. So let's just watch and we'll come back with more commentary.
I think black privilege is the way that y'all judge women if they don't make their man's plate. Cause see, you can't do that shit if you white. What? These white bitches crazy. I talk mad shit. You think I trust that bitch not to poison me? I don't know how, you don't know how much I want of everything, first of all. Second, the f I look like sitting around waiting on a woman to take care of me? I'm a grown-ass man. It don't even seem like a sign of respect towards the man in the way that y'all be framing it, you know what I'm saying? It kind of seemed like disrespectful to the woman. And it make the man seem incompetent, you know, because, well, she got to take care of him. Clearly, he's too dumb to make a plate. Y'all got to understand, white people do not think about their mans like that. They are not like, oh, I should pamper him. He's a king. No. White women make it very clear that you are not the prize, okay? I would be suspicious as hell if my girl started being nice to me. I'm like, bitch, you cheating. I know it's a stereotype in the black community that white women is easier to deal with, but I'll tell you right now, bro, that ain't true. You know how black women, they'll like change their wigs and stuff like that. It just feel like you with a totally different woman, you know? She looked totally different. All right, white women kind of do that, but like with their mentality. Every day it's a different bitch in there. It might be a different bitch multiple times a day. But the one thing that every one of them bitches share is that this shit ain't about you. And they make sure to keep your confidence at a certain level, you know. You better not get too uppity. But to be fair, I guess we don't want overly confident honkies anyway, so maybe that's for the best.
White boys, let me talk to you real quick. You need to realize, okay, more white men need to realize what an absolute GD privilege it is to be with a black woman, all right? First of all, they have many reasons not to give you the time. And if they do, you better fucking latch on tight and hold on forever. Because when I tell you that they will just make your life better in every way, shape, and form, the black wife effect's a real thing. Now, this pretty much goes for kind of women in general, but especially Scresa. When the secrets they will let you in on, just the better version of yourself that you will become, the better looking version of yourself that you will become. You just have no idea what you're missing out on, how basic you've been your entire life until you get one of these women in your life. And it is just magic that you can't even understand until you got it firsthand. So if she gives you the time, fellas, put a goddamn ring on it.
I feel bad for the black dudes that fall in love with white women, because I'm seeing out here John Cannon get scrutinized for having a white wife, and I feel like I could speak on it because I have a black wife. I fell in love with a black woman. Ain't nobody ever tried to tell me that I can't speak on white women or white people.
Now, I can see where this man came from was not a place of being malicious or, facetious or anything like that, right? But this is where culture and history is extremely important, because then if he knew the dynamic between black men and white women and black women and white men, he would know that they were completely different. He never had to feel this way because he's never been the butt of the joke. He never had to feel this way because him just simply existing did not bother a whole nother couple. Now, can black men and white women be in a relationship and not bring up black women at all in any conversation? Yes, absolutely. But more than often it happens because in history, there's always been this silent hatred towards black women amongst white women. The whole I can do what you can do, I can have what you can have, even from the time of slavery. And if you knew the psychological behavior of black men, you would know that black men fell into white supremacy a whole lot more and a whole lot higher than black women did. Now, can this happen with a black woman dating a white man? Yes, absolutely. But more than often in history, white men never felt beneath black men. And the only time you ever get that effect, typically even now in this day and age, is in the physical or sexual aspect. Black men and black women have a completely different trauma, and they respond in relationships in a completely different way. Now, both of them need help in many different ways, and that's just the truth. And if I can break it down in a more simple way, black men deal with self-hatred at a much higher level. Them dating black women reminds them of themselves. Them dating white women helps to remove that self-hatred from themselves, even though it actually doesn't. Black women are dealing with lack of protection, so typically when they're dating white men, black men are typically either still their preference, or they are so tired of trying with black men that they have ended up dating white men. But their love is typically cultivated in pain, so you get two completely different responses.
I prefer to date black men. This bothers more people than it should. I don't just date black men, but when I share this with other people, they want to know why. Why would a white woman want to date a black man so much? The same reason I would want to date any other race. I do think that there are certain traits and characteristics that black men hold that attract me more, and they're attracted to me, and we just click and it's a thing. But overall, it just seems that I have a stronger connection and chemistry with black men than other races. I'm at a point in my life where I want someone that I can grow old with, that I can have a future with. I really don't care what the race is. I'm not saying that this is their intentions because I don't know them. But usually when something like this is asked, there is no right answer. So often when a white woman shares that she prefers to date black men, it is then a firing show against the white woman and against black men. It's okay for you to not understand why a white woman would want to date a black man. It's not yours to understand. And it's also okay to keep those thoughts in your head.
Black men are really the white women of the black community. Like, think about it. Black men are protected and infantilized by black women just like white men infantilize and protect white women. We both uphold and conform to patriarchy, even though it's a system that really was never made for us to begin with. And this last one is the most egregious one in my opinion. We both take the credit for things that black women have already done. We took the paychecks from our wives when it was hard for us to find work after we got emancipated from slavery. And we did it in order for us to feel like we were less emasculated and more in control of our lives. And we took credit for the work done by black women and gay men during the civil rights movement, and almost completely abandoned their needs after we felt like we got what we needed. And even in the church, the women setting up bake sales, teaching Sunday school, and overall just helping the church to work like a well-oiled machine for years never got the credit they were due because it was given to the pastors and the deacons. I would never understand why we get so upset with our women when they want more from us, when they want us to be more supportive of them, when they've supported us for years. Black men need to start holding ourselves accountable, especially those that don't abide by patriarchy and aren't misogynistic, because unfortunately there's the brothers that don't know or refuse to learn are not going to listen to this kind of stuff from women.
If you are a white woman and you are dating, in love with, married to a black man, I want you to listen up. There are certain things that you need to know. And I don't think this is spoke about enough. But the most dangerous thing in this world are the tears of a white woman. And if you truly love the black man that you are with, you need to know that you need to have his back and protect him at all costs, including protecting him from yourself. And what do I mean by that? My son was dating a white woman. My son is biracial. They got into an argument in public, and she started to scream and cry. And my son immediately left the scene. She was outraged. She couldn't believe my son left. My son left because my son knew that if he stayed there and this woman was crying and screaming at him, a black man, there was not going to be any questions asked. He was going to be thrown to the ground. He was going to go to jail. It was not going to be any questions asked because this white woman was crying and screaming about him. Now, I'm sure this female may have been hurt. Her feelings was hurt. She was a little emotional. However, when you are dating a black man and you're a white woman, you need to understand that sometimes your feelings and your emotions have to take a back seat to not cause harm to the person you are dating, that you love, that you are married to. And I'm not telling you that if you are truly in danger, not to get help. But if you're just emotional, you're just pissed off, and you want to scream and hoop and holler, in public is not the time. Because that can turn out very deadly for the black man that you claim to love so much, whether you realize it or not. If you were just dating a white man and you were yelling, nobody would really pay any attention to that shit. But when people see a white woman and a black man and you're screaming, all hell will break loose. Because when white women cry, everybody responds. Even if the shit is stupid, even if it's frivolous, even if it's a lie. The most deadliest thing in this world are white women tears. I have said this time and time again. And I learned this very, very early in life. I grew up in the projects. I was raised by two wonderful black women that helped my mother raise me. So I know what I have witnessed, what I have experienced, and I know for a fact of what I speak. I learned very early in life that I could be a voice for my friends and my family because people would listen to me far more than they would listen to them. And if you listen to anything I have ever said to you on this app, if you are a white woman and you are dating a black man, you are in love with a black man, you are married to a black man, you need to know that you need to have his back and protect him at all costs, even if it is protecting him from you. Handle that shit at home if you are not in danger.
Yeah, guys, so sometimes I just sit down and think about this conversation of, you know, dating outside your race and it's very sensitive in the United States of America, and we all understand why. It's because of how the history has been, and, you know, one being that most or some of the melanated men or the Black American men, when they choose to date outside their race, they always have, like a good number of them that I've seen, they always have something negative to say about the Black American women. For some that have not even dated Black American women. And you know, you cannot just date someone and have a bad experience with them and just want to generalize the whole community or the whole number of population we have of Black American women. Because I keep on asking myself, people are always out here saying that Black marriage don't work, Black relationship don't work. But honestly, I've seen a good number of Black couples who are really making it in this life, thriving together with beautiful families. One thing I know about relationship and marriages, either you're married outside your culture or married you know, to the same person from your community, it's not a bed of roses being in a relationship, being in a marriage. So there always be ups and downs. And when I see some melanated men talking negative of Black women, I keep on asking myself, or, you know, wanting to know, like, how is the relationship that they are probably in with the Caucasian woman like? Do they never have any issues? Because one day when you're dating, you and your partner, you're two different people with two different characters, two different backgrounds. Even if you're a Black man dating a Black woman, you're also two different people, not even siblings, not even from the same family. brothers and sisters, they fight. Brothers and brothers, they do fight. Now, you want to tell me between you and your partner, you'll not have any issues? Of course you will. You'll have issues. It's only a matter of how you just to deal with the issues that you're having or the problems that you're facing in your relationship. So this woman talking here and saying how quite expensive Caucasian women tears are. We've seen a number of times, we've seen when Caucasian women, when they cry, and what she means that their tears are quite expensive is that if you're a melanated man who is in a relationship with a Caucasian woman and something comes up and she says that you did this to her or you assaulted her or something of this sort, you probably end up in jail before you even try to prove yourself not guilty. They already have believed her, and this is why she's saying that white women tears are quite expensive. And this actually reminded me of another video I just happened to come across here on TikTok of this Caucasian lady that was in a relationship with a melanated woman. I think it was in the UK, and you know what, she called police on this woman. This, mind you, this was not a melanated man, and she said that she's done with her. They were having issues in their relationship, and that woman was not even like harassing her or assaulting her. She just needed to talk to her, and she just wanted to see if they can solve the issues that they were actually going through. And I was so surprised to even see this happening to melanated women that are in a relationship with Caucasian women. So not alone like Caucasian, like melanated men. Another thing is that in most cases, I've seen also black women that choose to go and date outside their race. And I know there's been this fight between Black American women and Black American men. Black American women also saying their men are not there to protect them. They are not there to provide. And it's quite sad because you see like this woman who is saying, like the comment she was reading, that when you date a black man, the mentality that most people have about black men is that they'll never marry you and they will leave you a single mom. And it's quite sad because the industry that, you know, we sing right now, the music industry, the film industry, we see most of these celebrities that we have, like the Black American celebrities, most of them, especially the men, they have multiple baby mamas. They have kids with different women. And this is why you see so many of them like being sued for, you know, child support and all that. And you see, now this small number of people that I've seen on TV, on the mainstream media, they have taken it and want to generalize the whole community of Black American men. The reason as to why I'm saying this, they're generalizing, is because I know there is also a very good number of Black American men who are married to Black women or also married to Caucasian women, and they have their family together. They're always there, and they've not made their mother of their kids single moms. They're there as dads, and they're also there as husbands. So you see, when these things that we see on mainstream media about the Black community, people want to take that and generalize all of it about the Black community. Same as to what most melanated men who are actually dating outside their race have been doing to melanated women. They want to come out here and call each and every Black American woman loud, ghetto, and, you know, in most cases, as this man is saying, the reason as to why, you know, Black women are looking for that protection. And not only Black American women, every woman in the world needs protection. You need a man that is going to protect you, a man that is going to be there for you. And when you don't offer that, they have to protect themselves. They have to be there for themselves. They have to protect their kids. They have to protect their siblings. So when the men are not there to do it, and women do it, you want to label them ghetto, you want to label them loud. When they stand for themselves because of how the system have been in the United States of America, you want to call them names and say the reason as to why I cannot date them is that they are very masculine. You were never there to show that or to bring that masculinity in this family, in that relationship. What did you expect? Just like any other person, when you're in danger and you don't have anyone to protect you, you'll have to protect yourself, no matter the case. It doesn't mean just because I'm a woman, I have to sit there until I have a man that is gonna protect me. If there is no man in my life, then I have to be there to protect me. I have to be there to protect my siblings. If I'm the elder one, I have to be there to protect my career. You know, if being loud is what's gonna make me get what I want in life or where I want to be in life, then I'm gonna be loud. I won't care what people have to say. And this is where you find this narrative of Black American men always saying or insulting Black American women and trying to bring them down. So when I saw this video of, you know, this Caucasian man saying that, you know, these women, they don't take us as the prize, I was really surprised, because, you know, when it comes to melanated men, they take these women as the prize, you know, and it's quite sad. As I said, it's okay to have a preference. You can date outside your race. No one has a problem with that. The only problem is that when you go to date outside your race and you're trying to bring your own race down, your own women that gave birth to you down, women that look like your mom, you want to bring them down. I don't know what you all think about this conversation, guys, but I saw these videos, different clips, and I was thinking about them and, you know, seeing on how many times I've seen so many videos of, you know, people having issues about interracial relationship, some, you know, Black men being unalived by their women of, you know, Caucasian women, and, you know, people telling them on social media, you know, he's just been unalived by his preference, like rest in preference and all that, which is not okay. I'm a firm believer of someone having their own preference, but also with you having your own preference, make sure that you don't bring other people down. Make sure that you don't bring people from your race down or something of the sort. Let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching up to this part. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Share these videos and let's know what other people think about these. And until the next episode, bye.